Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Finish the Story. I am your host, Keegan Ray. I am joined here by my co-host, producer, and best friend, Mr. Trent Ludzak. How you doing, man?
Better than you.
I know, dude. Yeah,
Definitely more rested.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I had my kids. We had twins on the 12th, and Jesus Christ, it is everything everybody says.
Yeah.
First off, just the C-section itself is so intense.
I didn't know about it until I think my sister told me what it is.
Yeah.
I thought they were just cutting it open and pulling them out.
No.
Why don't you elaborate a little bit?
All right. So first thing, they just everybody goes in. The guy that was the anesthesiologist seemed like he was going to be the anesthesiologist. Like he came in, looked like he had definitely hit the pin before he came into work. He's like, hi,
he looks
guys.
like me in a lab coat.
Yeah, he's just like, what's up? He's like, yeah, I'm going to put the needle into your back. You're not going to feel anything from about here down. I was like, so your whole body. Like, why did you say from here down? That's her eyeballs down.
Yeah.
But
then
then
the top of your head is going to hurt a lot.
Yeah, you're going to feel pressure. So then you go in and they take her in. So then you're just sitting there and all the people are like, you're at the wash-up station. So you're just sitting outside and everybody that comes out is like, Dad, you nervous? Like everybody kind of fucks with you the entire time. Like by the fifth person, you're like, leave me the fuck alone, dude. Feel like I'm about to throw up. So you're just sitting there and then it's your turn to come into the operating room. I've never been in an operating room. Like I've never had like surgery. I've never been in that situation at all. So like before you come in, you have on the little hat, you have on like your marshmallow puff suit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And they're like, take your phone out for pictures. So you're just standing there with your phone. And right as you're walking in, the lady's like, don't touch anything blue. I'm like, okay. Dude, easy. I come around the corner, it's like, I'm blue, abadi, but like every fucking thing in this room is blue. I was just like, oh my God. So you're just sitting behind.
Here's the thing. I get it because people like, don't touch anything. Nobody takes that seriously.
Yeah.
If you give them something specific and then let them walk into the situation and be like, okay, don't touch it. If you come to don't touch anything, you're not going to
Oh, well, let me set the picture too. There's 9 people in there plus me. And then Christina. So there's 10 people in the room because each baby had its own team of nurses. Did you bring
junior mints?
No, I thought about that the whole time, dude. I could not get that episode out of my mind.
I bet you get punched in the head by a doctor if you try that because it's such a
Somebody's done it.
Every doctor has probably had to tell a guy, no, you can't bring those in here.
Yeah. Taking a selfie. Just like.
I bet it happens a lot. I bet they're upset by how often it happens, so they don't take it well.
But what's crazy is when you're sitting on the other side of like that little curtain, everybody that's hanging out, they're just like cutting up, chilling. It's like a regular day of work for them.
Yeah.
I was just looking around like, this is insane. That like,
would you rather have super nervous doctors?
No, that would fucking freak me out. The lady that was the surgeon was outside and she was praying and getting ready, like suiting up. And I was like, this lady is fucking for real. Like she just comes in and just starts slicing people open.
Well, yeah.
They're talking about you're going to feel pressure. And I was like, ooh, that ain't ever good.
No.
When you're numb from the waist down.
You're numb everywhere. Yeah.
I was like, pressure means they're like ripping you open.
Yeah.
But I go and I sit down. I'm so nervous. And Christina's like, hold my hand. I was like, I don't think I can. Like, you're in a blue area. Like, don't think so. I was like, no way. She's like, you're not going to hold my hand? I was like, I'm not touching you.
You're like, I'm afraid it's going to come off halfway through.
Yeah, dude. Or I grab your hand and like an alarm goes off. Everybody's like, why would you do that?
You're not supposed to do that.
Dude, what are you fucking doing? I don't know. I shouldn't have gotten high.
Put her back together. We got to do this tomorrow.
But they're like sitting there, and then they pull the first baby out, and they just snatch that baby out by its feet, man. They're just pulling baby out. So all of a sudden, this baby's crying, and they're like, Dad, come to the warmers. So as I come around the corner.
The warmers, that seems like an
they have like a little
term.
like incubator thing that they're putting them on. But as I came around the corner, I didn't even think about it, and I just looked to the right. Oh, dude, because I'm on the whole other side of the curtain.
Yeah.
Jesus, dude.
But you saw you
oh
peeked
yeah,
around the
they
curtain.
have. Oh yeah, you can't not look. It's like driving by an accident. You have to look. You just sit there and bitch at people the whole time, like, oh, everybody's just fucking a bunch of rubbernecks. And then as soon as you get up there, you go, holy shit!
Yeah,
it's a 4-car pileup, dude.
Yeah.
Insides out. Like it was.
How many individual organs were you able to count?
I turned around and was like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. But,
was it like 4?
well, then, oh yeah, it's everything.
It's
You're seeing the whole thing. Then they
like
turn
one
around
of the doctors
and
is just holding her heart.
oh yeah. It's yeah, it was rough. So then the baby's out and it's screaming, and then it's like turning blue. And so I'm like, what is happening? And the lady's like, a lot of them have fluid from C-section. So they're just shoving this thing up their nose, like getting all the liquid out.
Nice.
Then the other baby comes. So I'm like, oh, shit. So I got 2 babies and 2 different things.
Yeah.
And as the lady's like, Dad, do you want to cut the umbilical cord? I'm over at, Emma's, and they're talking about an Ava. And I say, no, I'm good. I guess she didn't hear me because I just turn around and she just hands me scissors. And I'm like, she's like, hurry, we need it. I'm like, okay. Yeah. So I go to cut it. Dude, it was like chewy like a hose. So I go to cut it, and I'm like, where do I cut?
It doesn't
did not want to. And she's like, right here. And I go to cut it like a pussy. And she goes, you got to cut it. And I was like, oh, no. Why? Lady's taking my picture. I'm just in the picture going, no.
That's a weird picture to want.
I know. I was like, I know they kept being like, take pictures. I was like, I'm overwhelmed, dude.
I don't want to.
And then Christina's sitting there.
You're in there with a Polaroid.
Oh, dude.
Hey, can you move the lights so that I can get this
Did
picture?
you put this one in the dark, dude? In there with the Polaroid. That would have been great.
Hey, can I set this on something blue without touching the blue?
Well, then they bring Emma out. And I guess Emma had fluid. So, dude, this baby turns blue.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there looking at this baby, and it's blue, and they're being so rough with it. Like with the newborn, they just are like doing like chest things to try to get it to cry. But the whole time, Christina's like, I don't hear the baby. She's all fucked up. She's like, why can't I hear the baby? And I'm just like, I don't know, babe. I don't know what's happening. Like trying to like calm her down, but at this point, I'm like about to pass out. Like there's so much going on, and the whole time she's talking to me, I keep looking back, and it's just opened up. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, you're like, I'm sorry, I cannot look at you right now.
I know. I'm trying to console her, but I'm like, and the lady's like, Dad, you okay? I'm like, Dad's good. And then finally, they got the fluid out, and then they just hand you 2 babies, dude. And they just hand me 2 babies, and then all the nurses leave. Then I'm just sitting in this chair, and the lady goes, oh, don't lean back. That chair's broke.
Don't. You tell me that before you hand me babies.
Well, when she said that, Christina's all fucked up. She's like, what's broke? What's broke? Just out of her stupor. She's like, what is broke? They're like, not you, sweetie, the chair.
Yeah.
So then... So I'm just sitting there holding babies. Dude, my arms are like starting to shake. I'm like, where the fuck did all these ladies go? This is crazy.
Yeah.
I just gave me 2 babies. And then, so they all start coming back in, and this is when I killed with a dad joke.
Okay.
I was looking down. I had the 2 babies. Everybody's kind of quietly working, and I go, psh, I don't know what everybody's talking about. I could tell them apart. One says A and one says B. Just level. Because they had little hats on that said A and B. Okay. I was like, dude, this is easy peasy.
Yeah, just plain stupid. I mean, here's the thing. I have a suspicion. Now, I wasn't in the room, obviously.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been allowed near that hospital at that time.
Dude, they were tight on security.
So...
Which is tough when you go outside and rip a pin and then come back 6 minutes later.
I feel like part of their job is laughing at whatever dad joke you're throwing out.
Yeah, I hit them with one because I don't think they thought it was a joke.
They can't be artistically devastating towards you.
Yeah,
while
they
you're
start booing. You just hear boo.
Or just like a guy like one-ups you. He's just like... Nah.
Hey, dude, let me have a goddamn moment. Nah. We get back. So after we got back, Christina's just sitting there, dude. She was all fucked up on the morphine. She kept telling the nurse, I can't feel my hands. The lady was like, I heard you the first 4 times.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta chill.
Oh, she gets real talkative on opiates.
Yeah, she had the itchy face. It was funny. I was like, oh, boy. Yeah, it took us forever, dude. So we're downstairs, and she starts like, dude, she got so pale and like gray. She just looked like shit because of the anesthesia. So she's like throwing up, like dry heaving into this bag. And I'm like, are we going to go upstairs to the recovery room? And Leigh's like, well, we're just waiting on a bigger room. And it got to the point where I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, we need to go upstairs. She's like,
room.
Trust me. So then we went upstairs. We're in room 420.
That's what they were waiting for.
Yeah, they knew.
They kicked another couple out.
They were like, hey, beat it. Nah,
they
it was dope.
They were taking. They still had your phone. They were taking pictures of you hitting the pen in the parking lot out the window.
I was taking a picture of when they were wheeling her in, and the lady's like, "What are you taking a picture of?" I was like, "Nothing." Room 420, bro.
Yeah.
It was dope though. It was like it had a bed. Like for me, that's all I needed. Because you don't, it's uncomfortable.
You want a spare bed?
Yeah, it had like a little cot because it's fucking.
Nice.
Dude, when they tell you that you don't get any sleep that first night, like the lady came in, like the night nurse, and we're sitting there and we're like, it's like fucking 4 a.m. Christina's like holding one baby. I'm like laying half in like one of the bassinets, and the lady's like, guys, we got to take these babies to the nursery. I was like, no, we got them. She got like right down in my face. She's like, honey, I'm taking them. I was like, okay.
You can't say that.
She's like, we'll be right next door, and you're just sitting there, and you're like, okay. Because they're looking at you, and once they start saying it, they're like, are you ready? Can you take care of a child? And you're like, no. Because, dude, you get so tired, your brain just starts, like, you start dreaming with your eyes open. Mm-hmm. Like, you'd be butt fucked if Freddy Krueger came. Dude, he would be all in your business.
You're basically hallucinating.
For sure.
Yeah. It's pretty. For me, it's always been scary when I've gotten to that point. Mm-hmm. Like, it's never fun hallucinations.
Well, that's where they were like, y'all need to, because you can't hold the baby right now. Like, you can't. And you're like, yeah, you're right. And the nursery was white.
Start looking like a cheeseburger. It's going to be a whole problem. You're going to try to eat it like a cartoon.
Dude, it's weird how many people say shit like that. Like, when they see them, they're like, oh, I could just eat her face.
Yeah. Okay, bath salts.
All right, dude, settle down, bro. Wait a minute. I could just take their cheeks off and chomp them. It's a weird fucking thing to say.
Too specific.
Yeah. Man, the hospital's crazy. You're there for like, you have to write down every single time that you feed them. It's wild. We had breastfeeding is a whole fucking ordeal, dude. That's a whole thing. I was taking pictures of Christina with the breast pumps on. She's like, leave me alone, dude. Dude, she's sitting there and she had these pumps on. I was like, does it hurt? She's like, well, it doesn't feel great, you know, because you could see the nipple being pulled. You're like, whoa. Yikes.
It's milking.
Dude, she had it on.
Milking.
And as she turned it on, it was like supposed to go up. And I guess it jumped to 6. Dude, it looked like she got tased. She was in the bed. She was just like, no, turn it down.
Are you gonna try some of that milk?
Oh yeah, definitely. You have to. You have to. You have to try a little bit of that milk. We gotta.
What are you thinking? Coffee one day?
You're like, babe, more onion powder with the burgers. Little rosemary. That should be. You should be able to season breast milk.
Really?
Through what she
trying
eats
to get those
the night before. Yeah, try to expand their palate.
Yeah.
Add a little rosemary to her dinner. No, dude. It's crazy. The breastfeeding is nuts. That looks like a whole fucking ordeal.
Yep. Yeah, that's when you're over listening to audiobooks. Mm-hmm. You're just like, I'm just gonna put headphones in and not pay attention.
Yeah, dude. Already been peed on. Already said, dude.
Yeah. That feels like a day one thing.
Yeah, well, we have a wipe warmer at the house. So once we took them home, we have this little thing where it's like hand activated. So you wave your hand over it, and then a wet wipe comes out, and it's like
warm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But you're
Dude,
dealing
I
with
should
the
get one of those for my bathroom.
Dude, I was thinking that. I was like, dude, what is if we need an adult version of this?
As soon as they don't need this, we're taking it.
Yeah, we're putting this in the bathroom. Man, a warm wipe for your ass sounds fantastic. But it's a loaded gun. Soon as you touch that ass with a warm wipe, sprinkler. Just everywhere. It's crazy. But I was like, yeah, why is that not an adult thing? Like, I think
it might be. Did you buy an adult thing for your children?
Nah, her mom got it for us. A lot of people got some cool stuff, but yeah, I was like, this could be, we could make millions off this. My tushy and a warm wipe. That's
just brand it for adults.
Yeah, that's living, dude.
Just put a lady in a bikini on the side and sell it to men.
A lady in a bikini taking a massive dump.
Put your dude wipes in here.
I've always loved that when they're like, dude wipes, not gay. I've always
you want to smell like eucalyptus, but not in like a pussy way.
Yeah. You want to smell like lavender, but not a pussy. I love lavender. I do love that scent.
It's kind of, I'm not huge on lavender.
So have you ever gotten into like the fancy soaps at all? Or
No.
What do you use? Are you a body wash guy?
I mean, I've been using Dove lately.
Okay.
You know, I use a bar and a loofah.
Bar and a loofah is a great combo.
Yeah, it works.
How
it's
often
easy, it's
do
quick.
you change your loofah though?
Not often.
That's what I've been wondering.
I should get another one.
Because I just started using a loofah with Christina, and I was just like, how often do you change these? She was like, a lot. I was like, yeah, this feels like, I mean, because you're digging in your ass with that thing. The bottom
But then
of
you're
your feet.
washing it out with soap.
That's true.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. Does soap self-wash itself? Like, is soap good?
It's fucking soap.
Yeah, like, so when you borrow, because we had an argument about this in football. When you borrow a bar of soap, is that nasty?
If I don't like to do it because it feels gross.
Right.
Because, you know, a hair on there feels pretty gross no matter
Oh,
what.
yeah. Growing up with a brother, yeah, there was always something on there.
But usually, you know, like a bar of soap, if you scrub it for like 30 seconds, you've basically taken it down a whole layer.
Get it nice and foamy.
Do that and then use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, technically you can't. That doesn't mean it doesn't feel gross.
Yeah, it is. It is. How many times do you use a towel in a row? Because I got called out. Christina was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I'll go like a week.
Whew, no way, dude. How many showers is that?
I mean, it's at least 7.
Oh, no, dude. Nothing is worse than grabbing that towel and it's still wet.
No, it's never still wet. That's why
Okay.
I hang them upright.
You ever grab one and you get a smell?
No, not really.
It's happened to me.
I mean,
I'll like wash off after like, I'll like pat myself down with one while I'm working out and then hang it back up and forget. Yeah, you gotta dry off. You're like,
I'm not working out. I'm using these towels exclusively
when you're clean.
right after I'm getting out of the shower.
See, that's a good point though. So they're not, but you are flossing your ass.
Yes,
Yeah.
obviously.
But it's a clean ass. I see where your argument is.
Yeah.
It's a clean ass. I get
Although what I like to do sometimes is I'll use the hair dryer. Air dry yourself.
that. For your balls, you go in there fucking
yeah.
car wash style, dude.
It feels nice.
I've always thought that would be awesome if you had that thing that's at the end of a car
You
wash.
got to set it on warm low. You can't go.
Oh,
you can't-
yeah.
This isn't a situation you want to
That
be.
sounds like a man that knows from experience.
You don't want to fly too close to the sun here, you know?
That would hurt so bad, dude.
Yeah.
Just scorch your balls. Probably smell burning hair.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's happened.
Mm-hmm. I've sliced myself before. Shaven.
Yeah.
That
Oh, yeah.
bleeds alarmingly a lot, dude.
It's so much.
And you cut your ball sack, you think a nut's about to fall out.
That's the nice thing about not dating at all is that I'm full jungle mode.
Yeah, sometimes it feels nice. It's kind of like
Bro, I
dressing
got
up to go out to eat for yourself. It's
Nah.
nice just to kind of trim it down a little bit.
Nah, I'm going the Amazon jungle.
Oh.
I'm hiding all evidence of past activity.
You're like, my dick listens to fish. I got dreads. Start dreadlocking.
Nah, you got to wash it.
Yeah, true.
You know.
Comb it.
Keep the
take
jungle
care of
clean.
it.
Yeah.
Little beard oil.
It gets the same regimen the rest of it does. You know.
You got like a comb over it.
I actually straighten it down there.
I wonder if there's somebody out there that
Somebody's done it.
Yeah, hey.
But that's dangerous territory. To be working
nothing
with
is
hot metal.
a better surprise than a lady that has the porn star triangle. That's always a nice surprise. You're like, wow, look at you. It's a nice. Better than I was never a fan of clean shaven. That just
Not your thing.
no. It's like what are we doing here? What are we trying to replicate? Like just be an adult.
Yeah.
Just be an adult. Have a little hair on you. Armpit hair for ladies is kind of rough. That's a new trend that's coming back. It doesn't bother me, but it is. It's like a.
It tells me a lot about you.
Yes.
When I see it.
Mm-hmm. Definitely gonna wear the voting sticker. That's gonna be out. Has a lot of water bottle stickers. Lots of things on her water bottle.
Basically a female Billy Willig.
Good way to put it. It's a good way to put it. Yeah, I mean, as soon as I had the kid, though, I felt all the dads that I've talked to. Like I was thinking about dude, Max has no idea what's coming.
No.
He has no clue. Dude, I wanted to tell you this. So the first doctor's appointment, right? You go in, first time taking them out, so you're having to put them in car seats, which, dude, you want to talk about battling? I had to battle these car seats to get them into I had a full meltdown. Could not figure it out.
It seems like they design them that way because I've never not heard that. I've
And
never
then
heard
it's-
somebody be like, the car seats were super.
No. And then it's one
user-friendly."
button. That's the most frustrating thing is it's all you. You're having a meltdown, and then when you figure it out, you're like, it's just one little button that you do with one hand. Like I was sitting in the back seat just like, oh, some lady was watching me pouring sweat in the fucking parking deck trying to get them in. But we go into the doctor's office, right? They do good the whole time. Ava's doing good. And then I'm like, oh, I need to change her diaper. So as I'm changing her diaper, the nurse is talking to me. Dude, complete blowout. I go to check, undo the swaddle. We got shit up her back. We got shit down her leg. I'm like,
Yeah.
and it's the first smelly shit because the
okay.
ones before in the hospital, their shit looks like venom. It's like black, like it looks like like black tar. You're like, oh shit, like a little alien shit.
But it doesn't smell?
Doesn't smell. So this was the first one. I open up this diaper immediately, and I don't even really have smell like that from COVID. I am just uppercutted in front of this lady, like.
You're like, oh no.
Dude, so as I'm trying to change a diaper, the lady's like talking to me about, okay, well, we're going to come back in about a week and a half. Would you like to do 10:30? And as I'm doing it, she just starts rolling in this shit. So there's just shit getting it. And she has a cute little outfit on, dude. So her outfit is just covered. Bro, it's like Woodstock over there. She's like rolling in the mud. Just fucking, I'm like, no, dude, no. And fucking Christina has the other one. She's crying. Emma's crying. So now we're just in there. Ava's crying, rolling in shit, and this lady's insistent on trying to get the time. I'm like, lady, read the fucking room here. Because when they start together, it's like a tornado of tantrums. It's like surround sound crying. And we're in a tiny little fucking doctor's room. Yeah. So they're just bawling. I'm getting shit everywhere. She's like peeing actively. It was a fuck. I like looked at the lady, was like, 10:30, fucking great. Don't give a shit. Like,
send me an email. We'll be there.
Beat it, lady. It was so bad that the lady was like, "Oh my, you can just have the room." She just like let us stay in the room.
I'll circle back with you.
Yeah, she's like, "I'll bring you a bag because I had shitty diapers, shitty clothes. The clothes sucks because it's like it's fun to Christina was like putting them in outfits, but it's like she put all this time and thought into the outfit and then immediately just covered in shit.
Are you allowed to pick outfits at all?
I think so. I think I can get some.
You should get a replica for a baby of the Australian breakdancers.
Oh my
outfit.
God, ray gun? Yeah, dude. That's gonna be the Halloween outfit. Because they do some ray gun moves when they're eating from the bottle. They do some. Yeah, dude. I'm trying to think of a Halloween costume. We've been trying to think of it.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to do the Addams Family.
Well, now you're like into Halloween, so that'll work.
I wanted to do the Addams Family, but She doesn't want to do one as thing. Like, I said we can figure out the hand. Because one's Wednesday, but that's kind of not fair. Yeah. I thought about this. Is this too hippie? I said we could be a mycelium family, and we could all be mushrooms.
That seems...
And we could get them little mushroom hats.
I mean, you could.
And me and Christina could be the trees. Because mushrooms...
Do you want to walk around dressed up like a tree?
Yeah, like an old school, like those old school plays. Yeah. With the face in the middle. I thought that would be awesome.
Like just standing inside of a giant
But
tube.
I feel like if you dress your children as mushrooms, somebody's going to be like, wait a minute.
What are you feeding them? For solid food, 5 dry grams.
I mean, dude, we had a mushroom blanket at the fucking hospital. I was like, could we have not brought another blanket? I'm over here swaddling them in a fucking mushroom blanket. What am I, Terrence McKenna?
In room 420.
You're like, do you think these babies were in the same past life or different past lives? Give me the fucking infant.
Where's your pen?
I thought about that, though. What do you think?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know how that works. But I was thinking, you know what is weird? They do like at the same time, one will move and the other one will move at the same time. And then while they're dreaming, like the other night.
Are you going to start running experiments?
I don't know. I was thinking about it. I'm like, how could I do an experiment? Because it's like, dude, at the same time, like one started making noises while they're dreaming and the other one started making noises too. And I was like, let me find out they're in the same
next to
dream.
each other?
Yeah. Not in the same thing, though. So they can't touch each other. But they're like moving at the same time. I was like, dude, what if they're in the same dream?
I mean, maybe they can hear each other, you know?
Yeah, they had to do a hearing test, and they put these headphones on them. They look like little baby DJs. It was fucking awesome.
Nice.
Dude, I sent you that thing that was like baby raves.
That's insane.
Maybe the best response, though.
Yeah. I bet it's really hard to keep track of a baby on Molly.
I was like holding her and I just started laughing and I woke her up. I was like, that is so funny. Yeah, what it was I sent him a thing on Instagram. It was a rave for people with babies. So there's like a full DJ. Seems insane. Seems like you're setting your baby up for that's like letting your kid have the champagne glass at the party. Like, what are we doing here, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, the sparkling grape juice. Yeah, you're definitely, if you're taking a baby to a rave, you're buying a fucking $1,000 hula hoop at 16.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
You're good. That's what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be trying to convince her not to get dreadlocks. That's
it's culturally insensitive.
That's what you're setting up.
Yeah. You're like, babe, I don't care. I know Vikings. I know the whole thing.
Bro, I mean... What is this handpan going to do to him, you know?
Dude, we have been playing handpan.
What's it going to do to him?
I don't know.
Down the road. I mean, that's kind of the same road, buddy.
Well, listen. So somebody got him a subscription, right?
Bro, you're raising astrology girls.
For sure. They're definitely going to... Ava was born at 11/11. So I was telling the nurse, I said, one day when she's in all black and she's going to brunch, she's going to be telling people, I was born at 11/11. Yep. That's my angel number. I was like, she's for sure going to have that tattooed on her. For sure. I'm going
to have to be so mad because of how early she gets it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You can't. Dude, let me tell you this. So, all jokes aside, one of the nurses, I said, how should we tell them apart? She said, you can do Sharpie. You can do their toenails or you can do a tattoo. I was like, what? She goes, yeah, some people do it. Put a little dot on their heel. Christina was like, we are not doing a tattoo. I was like, I just want you to say that I'm not crazy.
Yeah.
I was like, ma'am, could you say it again?
I mean, we're not going to put a 1 and a 2 on their foreheads.
I said Andy on one of their foot.
That's amazing. Yeah. Amazing.
Dude, the other night in the middle of it, we had the first like fussy night. You know, it was like 2-3 nights of just sleeping. I was like, it's coming. And then it came. It was the whirlwind of fucking crying and just, but in the middle of the night, I'm watching them. I sent Christina to bed and I'm like holding one of them and I'm looking, I'm like, I don't even know who you are. Like, oh my God. So I'm looking in the cribs for like their little bracelets. So I had to just draw on her foot. The next morning, Christine was like, did you draw on Emma's foot? I was like, yes.
I had to.
Put a little E. I was like, I had to. Because you have to keep up with who's eating what. So you don't want to switch them because there's like each, they eat every 2 hours. So you got to fucking feed them and keep up with how much they're eating. And bro, the velocity that these newborns shit at is crazy. Because you'll be feeding them and then they'll kind of stop eating. And you're like, what's going on? And it's just like, God, like you feel it in your hand. It like rumbles. Bro, they'll be making the cutest faces.
Will you have them on vibrate mode?
Absolutely.
That's just the notification.
It looks like, I imagine when you steal from a department store and they have that ink pack on it, that's what the diapers look like. It's like a fucking Jackson Pollock painting. You open it up, you just splatter zone. But I didn't know that you could hear it. I didn't know it was that. I opened up a diaper today and it was like Play-Doh. She was still shitting. I was just like, oh no, I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh no.
Getting a little quick on the draw there, Dad.
I was like, fuck. You don't know, dude. They're shitting all the time.
Yeah.
It's like you have no. They'll be
gross.
making the cutest face, and you're like, you're shitting. Like you're currently shitting in my hand.
That would be a big problem for me, I think.
It's not too bad, dude.
I don't know.
I think it rewires your brain.
I don't handle shit very well.
You can't. Yeah, you can't. Once you start thinking about it.
That would be a big problem for me.
Yeah.
Like dog shit, big problem for me. Can't do it.
Dude, I've told it before, but cleaning up dog shit with homeless people screaming at you is the most embarrassing thing.
Oh, yeah.
I could imagine it would be the same if you were changing a diaper.
Hey, get mine to the left.
Dude. It's but it's also you don't want them to sit in it because you know how bad that feels. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you don't do a great job wiping, the itch is serious. I could only imagine having a full diaper all up your back.
Yeah.
It's fucking rough. But it has been nice. I mean, I've been listening to podcasts late night, just hanging out, reading. It's cool.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man.
What you reading?
I was listening to a little Scanner Darkly. I had to turn it off. I was like, we're getting a little. Yeah, we're getting nobody's in the house.
We're getting a little scary.
Get a little creeped out. Banjo.
Yeah, that book is crazy. Oh, yeah. How's Banjo doing?
I have a picture of Fiona, and they're sitting in the window, and she has her paw on him, like consoling him. It was after the first long night. He's all right. He didn't know what it is. Yeah. I would say he's more affectionate now because he's realizing his time with us is limited. So he's like not biting us. He's like, oh, shit, I am number 2. Like he definitely has seen.
He's like, I'm third at best.
Yeah. So it's like when you walk outside, he's like, gets in front of you, dives down, shows you his stomach, purring.
Like, let's hang.
I think he'll be better when they start moving around because he just doesn't really know what they are.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't really fuck with them. He don't really get around them, which is fine with me.
Yeah.
When they cry, Fiona runs. She's like, fuck that, dude.
Oh, yeah. That's definition scaredy cat.
You know what? Yeah, for sure. You know what else is weird? They have hair on their backs.
The babies?
Yes. They came out with hairy little backs, dude.
What?
Yeah. They look like little chimpanzees. I guess everybody says that the hair falls off. Like it falls out. But when they came out, I was like, what? They have full heads of hair. And then they have hairy little backs. So when you hold them and feed them, dude, swear to God, it looks like those chimpanzee pictures.
It feels like the arm of a grandfather.
Yes, dude. They got that long of hair. And it looks like a little chimp in a diaper because when you hold them, they have the bottle. They have the hairy back. It's so funny. Yeah, I was like, when they came out hairy, I was like, what the fuck? I've never seen that. I've never seen a hairy baby.
No.
Ever.
It feels like something that parents hide probably.
Yeah, swaddle them up. And
like
a lot of them have blonde hair, so you don't really see it. Ours have black hair, so they look. Yeah, it looks like an old Italian dude, like gold chains. Maybe that's what they should be for Halloween. I should make them little wops. Hey, little baby,
my little wops,
my little wop. Ma Ziti. I'll get them shirts that say, what? No fucking Ziti?
Yeah.
Little Sopranos shirts.
Yeah. There's a lot of directions you can go with that, right?
Yeah, I could get them little fucking
put one in,
Adidas jumpsuits, little track suits.
Exactly. Put one in a tracksuit, get a couple chains.
Yeah, this is good. This is the best idea we've had yet.
And then you should get a zoot suit for yourself.
Man, I thought about doing I could be Bowser, she could be Princess Peach, and then we could do them as Goombas. Goombas are the little turtles. Because I want to be Bowser so I could be the Peaches, 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 Peaches. Mario seems lame.
I didn't see it.
Oh, he does a whole, like, it just would be a song that I could sing all night at night. You have to have some sort of a catchphrase.
If you're doing that, I am not going to hang out with you on Halloween.
I thought about Minions.
Oh, no.
I've never seen it.
By the way, there's certain choices that I don't want to see you stoop to this level.
I've never seen it. She was thinking, I've never seen the Minions. It's from what? Despicable Me?
Yeah.
I never saw that.
I don't know.
I know that they are getting that money.
Oh, yeah.
There's Sharknado in it, dude.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. Do you want your kids... Here's the thing. I'd say figure out about Minions. You should do your own research and then decide, I want this to be a core part of my life.
No. There's just certain things. Peppa Pig, I said no. There's just no. We're not that family. I thought about they don't know any better. We could just only do like 90s shows. They don't know what.
Oh.
YouTube's a thing now, dude.
Yeah. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Definitely have to do. Bluey, I heard, is amazing. Everyone I've talked to says Bluey is good. Like,
I have no idea.
Little John said he cried. Like, he's cried watching. My brother said he cried. I've heard a lot of adults are watching Bluey crying. Sitting there like, I did it again. My brother said he could have a podcast and talk about Bluey for an hour every week. He's like, I could do a side podcast, just Bluey talk, dude.
Hilarious.
Bluey's an onion, apparently. So many
layers. All right,
layers.
girls, we're going to start with the Midnight Gospel.
I know we tried to watch Furiosa and they were awake, and I was like, I don't know if we need this just brutal screaming in the background for them to soak in.
I haven't seen it. I'm going to watch it at some point, but
yeah, we started it and then
I've been on a video game kick.
Really? What video games right now?
I circled back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Nice.
Because it's the closest thing I can think of to Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to get into because I'm going to have some nights where I have to watch them, so I need something that's interactive to do, and playing video games is perfect.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I mean, depending how late it is, fucking hit me up. If you get it on something that's cross-platform.
Yeah, because that's the thing. It's like you think I'm not going to have any time to do anything, but it's like, yeah, you have a lot of time to just sit there.
Technically, I could pull it up and stream.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
From this end.
Because you know what I'm saying? It's like every 2 hours, fuck that. I don't even want to go to sleep. That's just teasing. It's like that's not. I'd rather have a latte, fucking kick on a podcast. What's up? Yeah, I've been playing handpan.
I bet you have.
A little sound bath for the hippies. You got to, dude. What do you?
It is still. Did you explain on the podcast what your research into sound baths for us has come to? Did you do that on the podcast? Or
No,
did you tell me
I did not do it on the podcast. It's not a cult, dude.
It's a cult. It's a cult. Everything that you found about doing one is like getting involved with some sort of a group.
You do have to like go to a ranch.
No.
You're like, yes, there's a dress code. What does it matter if we're all wearing the same color? Yes, the leader's going to sleep with Christina. It's cool, dude. He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. Communally raise those girls.
No, dude. I think a sound bath. Oh, so I thought about
How about this? What if you should learn how to... You learn how to do a sound bath, and then you can give me a sound bath.
Yeah, I think it's just you take mushrooms and hit it gong. I think that's
the whole thing.
I think that's the thing. No, I saw at the Fish Festival, somebody put in the bathroom, they have these stickers that say, "This is not a cult."
That's
and then
a cult.
Right above it, I follow this guy that has a sticker that has like a Baphomet head, and it says, "This is a cult." And he just made those stickers to put anytime he sees that this is not a cult sticker.
That's so funny.
I was like, that's amazing, dude.
It is crazy how cheap custom stickers have got.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's like all the Wooks on tour, they have some of the best stickers in the world.
I mean, I buy 500 of these guys at a time.
Mm-hmm.
It costs me under $100 after.
I mean,
shipping.
any silly idea that you have, like one guy has this sticker that says, "Bad trips are good trips. You're just a little bitch." Like anything that you think of that's like a funny, you could just put on a sticker.
You just put it on a sticker.
Yeah, just slap it on there. Fish did at their festival. They did this new thing I've never seen a band do. I think 9 Inch Nails has done it maybe, but they put something on the front of the stage, almost like, I don't know, it wasn't a sheet because it wasn't, you could still kind of see the band, but it was enough that they projected images onto it.
Whoa.
So while they were playing, it had shit that was like from the sphere playing over them, and then the band was on stage playing behind it. So while you were looking at the stage, it was just like the images that they had.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I was like, damn, dude, leave it to Fish to do some shit that nobody's ever done before. I think 9 Inch Nails did it, but it was more lights when they did it. It wasn't actually like images.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane.
Well, did I tell you that I got tickets to the Cake Show?
Oh, yeah, you did say that. So they're playing at the skate park? Like where?
Yeah, so I think if you look it up, there's a huge field right next to the skate
Which
park.
that is,
I think that's where they're going to do it probably. But it's a great venue for Cake, is outdoors at a skate park. Can you hand me one?
Yep. Man, that is one of my bands that I've never gotten to see that I have always wanted to see. I think that show you're going to get to it and realize how many fucking hits Cake has.
No, I know. I like the deep catalog. You know what I mean? Like I'm into the deep cuts on Cake.
You know who got me like that? There's been a couple of bands that got me like that. First one was The Police. We went to go see The Police because it was before the Flaming Lips at Bonnaroo. They started with Message in a Bottle. Mm-hmm. That's when I looked at Lil Jon and go, that's when you got some hits. When you start with that one. And then every song after, you're like, I fucking forgot about this one,
dude. This is a Police song?
Yeah.
And I honestly, even a lot of their hits I don't love. Message in a Bottle might be my favorite Police song.
Well, they did that just like in that way. If you want to talk, get the fuck out of here. Yeah. You know, you saw it, get out. It was dope. They were good. And then another one, Jack Johnson had a bunch like that where you're like, fuck, dude, I totally forgot Jack Johnson had this many songs.
Every fucking coffee shop. All the time.
You're like, I've heard this every Starbucks I've ever been in.
Yeah, that would be...
James Taylor was a good one too.
I mean, I haven't seen a show since I moved here. It's been like 4 years.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Cake will be a great show to go to.
I'm excited to see Cake. I'm going with Patrick.
Oh, nice. I was going to ask who you're going with. That'll be fun.
I mean, I just assume you won't be able to make it.
What song do you want to see more than any song? What is your song that you're searching for? Because while you're thinking about it, Fish just did a song that they hadn't played in 800 shows.
Whoa.
I was like, what? And they busted it out at some like Grand Rapids, Michigan. I was like, that's insane.
I can't even think of enough Cakes because I like a lot of it. I would say probably for like Sheep Go to Heaven, Goats Go to Hell for nostalgia reasons. Because that was one of the early Cake songs I heard where I was like, oh, this is cool.
I would like Friend as a 4-letter word.
That would be
really cool. Modest Mouse was a good one that you see and you're like, holy shit, I forgot about these albums. Like they were pulling stuff from like the beginning. But yeah, Cake would be great.
Yeah, I'm very War Pigs, the cover.
Oh yeah. Flaming Lips did that at Bonnaroo for their sound check. They came out and did that for sound check. Cool. I was like, holy shit.
Rock and Roll Lifestyle would be cool to hear.
Yeah. That'll be fun just being at the skate park. I bet you could get there early and catch some skating.
I mean, it's been so long since I've done any kind of skating with like ramps or rails or anything that I couldn't just jump back into it.
Oh, I just mean watching. It's something cool that you could probably watch before the show.
Probably.
You know, get there early, watch some dudes skate. That's nice.
I should hit up Max.
Yeah. He might be, when is it? It might be time for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was laughing.
September.
I was like, dude, he's got no idea what's coming.
It's end of September.
No idea. Just
I'll hit him up, see what he says.
Yeah. The nurses though, dude, it's wild to be a nurse. To do that every fucking day and just every day you're like.
That's why every interaction you've had with them prior to this, they've been drunk lunatics at comedy shows.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Nurses and teachers are the worst comedy show audiences.
Especially if they're in a group. If you have a group of teachers,
they're all hammered. and they all want to talk.
Hairdressers is pretty rough too.
Yeah. I haven't run into them as much.
Let me tell you, I tell people all the time, it's kind of like branches in the military. You look at somebody and you know that they've served. Same thing. I know you're a nurse or a hairdresser. I just don't know which. I don't know if it's Army or Marines, but something's fucked up in there.
Something's weird in that head.
Because hairdressers throw down. My mom was a hairdresser. It's crazy. I wonder why that is. It's got to be the fucking hair color they use, the dye or something.
Oh, it might. Yeah, it might be a chemical thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, how many aerosols do these ladies spray every day?
Yeah. They did not love me asking for NOS at the hospital. It's like, where's that nitrous?
What? They wouldn't give you any?
Oh, Dad. I was like, let me get a little puffing.
Let me wah for a couple seconds.
Let me put on that platypus bill. Dude, that is the best. Getting a little...
I've never just, like, I would say... recreationally done nitrous.
Dude, I did it on a first date one time.
Of course you have.
The first to last. Yeah, we went to a government mule show. Sorry about it. Like
I don't know that band.
It's the dude Warren Haynes. It's like the guy that played in Allman Brothers. It's like his side band, Government Mule. So it's just like a jam band thing. So we're walking out of this concert and it was in Atlanta and it was I think at like Candler Park.
Oh,
so we're walking through like a nice neighborhood. Mafia. Yeah, there's like a dude with a tank. I was like, hey. She's like, what are they doing? I was like, you know what? I don't know. Let me go see. I came back with 2 balloons. I was like, it's nitrous. Would you like one? She's like, no. And I was like, oh.
More for me?
Yeah, I was like, all right, well, I mean, I can't let them go to waste. And then this chick just watched me do it. It wasn't that great of a date. I'd already decided. I was like, bro, she didn't dance at the show. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, you can sit here and watch me womp out.
I don't dance at shows.
I'm just sitting there womping like, did you call an Uber? I'm banned. Actually, I'm kicked off the app.
How far is the Uber? Do I have a few minutes to do these or should I go quick?
Should I bring him in the Uber? We had a buddy that brought him into a
buddy,
hotel.
You want one of these?
Yeah. He brought it into the hotel, and the desk clerk was like, what are you doing? He goes, it's a birthday party. We're like, dude, shut up and get in the elevator. I'm so sorry about it.
And they let him go. They just said,
I was like, nobody cared. You did not have to do that. Nobody needed you to plead your case in that fucking lobby. No, everybody knew. You didn't trick one person, dude. Not one person was tricked. You're walking by in a tie-dye Grateful Dead shirt. We knew what it was. Nobody thinks you're at a birthday party at 3 a.m. That's a fucking idiot, dude. I've seen people go down from nitrous on concrete in a parking lot. It's just like somebody turned the lights out because they just cut off all the oxygen. So they just call it fishing out. It's not great. It's not great. When you see somebody do that, you're like, your brain shut off. That is... That's somebody that's doing too much.
Brains aren't like brains are supercomputers, but they're not like computers. Like you can't turn it off and turn it back on.
It's not great. You can.
You shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't. There we go. But it's like, you could do like a balloon, just in passing. But you see people that are just
spun out.
Oh, they're ripping like 6 or 7. You're like, dude, you're just erasing brain cells.
Did I ever tell you?
And alarming. Control-Alt-Deleting.
Bro, this is one time I was at a place that was, to be fair, a compromising situation.
Okay.
As we found, where I was in a situation where over 3 hours I watched a guy do 3 liters of nitrous.
Jesus Christ! Like the little cranker. Oh
no, not the little 3 liter bottles that had he had a little nozzle for it. I was like, whoa,
that's a lot.
Kind of guy with burn marks, like chemical burn marks all over his legs from passing out with the thing on.
I was about to say people burn their lips because they fucking start sucking on it and not even loading up a balloon. You're like, wow, dude.
No, that's how he did it.
Yeah, their lips start turning blue. I've seen people's lips turn blue.
Dude. Yeah, so here's the thing. I never want to try it because I saw that. I was like, that was a very effective, anti-nitrous nitrous thing for me.
We had a friend that was fucking hot, and she would come out of a show, and she never paid for balloons. And she would just bebop around, and people would just give her balloons. And you're just like... Psh.
I told you when I went to Skankfest, I just met some random lady. Kind of like ran into her and said hey a few times throughout the festival. Mm-hmm. But she had like this...
A festival friend.
Not a... Like she had a purse, but also like a grocery bag. Like the reusable grocery bag. Mm-hmm. And the grocery bag was just full of cartridges. And like one of the little things. And she was just walking around, just doing whippets all day. And I was like,
little
Jesus.
nitrous fairy.
That's why I didn't hang out with her more, probably.
Yeah.
Because this was after I saw the guy do a lot, and I was like, that's not a fun road.
I mean, dude, we saw a guy one time. It was after an Humphrey show. We saw them set up. Like, we were just hanging out, like, waiting on our ride, waiting for the surge to go down because the concert just got out. Dude, we watched the guy pull up, had a walkie-talkie, car pulls up, tank, set up. They start doing balloons. Next thing you know, like, security's coming over. As soon as security comes over, one of the dudes walks over, gets in his face. They start arguing. Guy on the walkie-talkie calls. Car pulls up. Tank goes away. It was so organized. We were just sitting there watching it like.
I mean, it has to be. That's like a big, big felony.
Yeah, but that is so much money involved, too. Because you got to think, if you have one of those giant tanks that they get from a dentist office, how many balloons can you fill up? And they're doing 3 for $20.
Oh, it's got to be a lot of balloons.
That's a lot of cash, too, so you can guarantee they got a gun. Because they're just dealing with cash. I don't think they Venmo. I don't think you can Venmo the nitrous man. He's got a fucking card reader.
He's using a Square.
He's got a point of sale system he rolled up. I'm not tipping you. Like
he basically set up a lemonade stand for adults.
It's like a King of Pops. It's got the ice cold fatties.
He's got the tablet that spins.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's asking for a tip. I'm not giving you a tip. No tip. He just pops your balloon.
The lowest tip is 50%?
Yeah. Dude, I mean, so much. Enough money that a dentist just looks the other way. Just whoop. You can have it. I don't know where that went. Whoops.
Fell off a truck.
Fell out of my BMW. Shut up.
I was bringing it home for research there.
Yeah, there's got to be dentists that like the Grateful Dead. You know, there's got to be some dentists that love fish.
There's people who became dentists for access.
You can order a tank in Denver 24 hours to a party. You can order it.
Wait, it's like legal?
No, but they have people that have like the cards and shit. Bro, my friend went on a party bus to Red Rocks and they had one on the bus. She like got on and was like, "Yo, y'all are wild."
That feels like it would happen at Seven Fest.
That just feels like I wouldn't make it to the show. Like I would just float away. I might never make it in, dude.
Nah.
That's an uphill battle to make it to the show when you're starting. That's an after thing. We just celebrate the night and go back and fall asleep.
Yeah.
I can't fight through that. I'm too old for that, dude. I got to pick and choose. I can't be a modern day chemist. I can't.
How have we gone through how long have we been talking about nitrous?
I don't know. It's crazy though, because the amount of people, I heard that people like will dig them up in festival grounds. I've also heard about alcohol. People will go to the festival grounds before a festival and dig a hole, and then you just have hippies walking around a festival like a treasure map trying to find.
That's hilarious. That's so funny.
Somebody needs to make a movie like Goonies with just 4 people tripping. 4
people trying to find the cartridges they buried earlier.
Yeah, they got like 5 bottles of tequila. They're like, dude, if we find this pack of cigarettes.
Yeah, and I bet they set it up to make it hard to find.
Yeah, of course. Because you have to be doing some sort of stem.
And also, like,
that's a stem behavior to go in the middle of the night in a field and dig a hole.
Also, like, what if they put a stage right on top? Now you're fucked. Now you're fucked.
Now you're digging through. You're like, should we go through the bottom of the porta potty?
Now Yellow Card is digging up your tequila in the VIP area.
You're tunneling underneath the fucking soundboard.
It's a whole operation. You don't even see any shows at the festival because you're tunneling.
Out there like Happy Gilmore chasing some gopher. They got into your drug stash. It got into I mean,
you can honestly go a Caddyshack angle with that.
Oh my God. I mean,
bro, tunneling hippies.
Yeah.
What a nightmare that would be.
I mean, people have done it and successfully done it, and I
sure.
think that's 1 out of 100. I guarantee you, because how big those fields are, there's no fucking way.
I bet when people find it, they don't find the one they buried. They find a different one. They're like, oh. I bet if you just went to a festival and started digging places, you'd find something first day.
It's like Budweiser cans from 1970. Like, holy shit, dude.
Oh, collecting. Right.
Yeah, man. People do all kind of stuff to get shit in. I've seen people do it at like 420 Fest in Atlanta. I've seen people you'll be walking and then you'll just see a book bag drop over the fence.
Pick it up. No, don't pick that up.
Yeah.
Because whoever has that is either like, you're either ruining their day or you just stole a drug dealer stash. So that's a scary place to be.
That's what I said. Somebody was like, would you go pick it up? And I'm like, first off, the karma in that alone is whatever's in that bag, you're going to have a terrible time on it. like
all heroin.
Or you go pick it up and then some police officer's like, hey, what's in your bag? And now you're like, I don't know. Yeah. It's not mine. Yeah. I heard that 1,000,000 times. I swear to God, I just picked it up. He's like taking stuff out of the bag. You're like, oh, I'm in real trouble. Or like you said, now I just have an identifiable bag because whoever dropped it knows what bag they have.
Yeah.
And now I have no idea who's searching for this bag. And depending on what's in it, it depends on how hard they're going to look for it. Mm-hmm. That would be terrifying. You know, it would not be a fun psychedelic experience. Feeling like somebody was chasing you for
tripping
the bag.
Balls with a bag full of heroin.
Somebody like True Romance at 420 Fest.
That somebody else around here wants.
That's the plot of True Romance. You just open it up. It's a key of coke. You're like, oh my God, dude. Just nervously. No, you can't do that. That's festival karma. It comes back to haunt you.
I mean, the only festivals I ever went to were like Christian music festivals where they had the metal stage, and I would do that in high school.
Yeah.
So I've never been to like one of these kinds of festivals.
We had a festival karma. We called Little John's phone at the main stage of Bonnaroo. Left it. We're like walking away, and he's like, "Oh, I don't have my phone." I'm like, "The place where 90,000 people gathered to watch a concert, that's where you left your phone?"
Oops.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, "That's gone. Forever. Like, that's never." And I was like, I'll call it. So I call it, and then there's just, hello? I'm like, hey, this is my buddy John's phone. He's like, oh, man, yeah, we found it. I'm like, cool, man. Like, where are you at? And he's like, I'm at the other stage. And I'm like, we are too. What side are you on? And he's like, I'm on the left side. I'm like, we are too. And then I like turn around, and there's just some dude, and he's like, he's 4 people behind us. He's like, what are the odds?
That's crazy.
I was like, dude, Lil Jon got his phone back, and then we smoked. I was like, that's crazy. That out of all the people, I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people.
Right behind him.
It's right behind us. I mean, dude, I left a bag when I got to Bonnaroo one time. Damian Marley set my bag down and went up front because I wasn't even thinking about it, and I thought everybody was staying back. But then as I'm up front, I look over and my whole group's with me, and I'm like, I thought y'all were fucking back there. Everything from the festival. Like, we had got to the festival and walked in. So I had all my money, everything. And I was just
still
like,
there?
Dog, I walk back and some dude, I'm like, can't find it. And I'm panicking. And I'm just like, I lost everything. And this is day one. And then some guy taps me on the shoulder and I'm like, what? And he's like, is this your bag? I was like, he's like, yeah, dude. He goes, I watched you leave, and was like, that guy's never coming back. And he's like, as I'm thinking that, some dude just walks by like, I was remembering the blankets people had. I was like, because as I was walking, you have to walk around people's blankets. So I was like trying to find my way back by the blankets. Because it's just a mass of people. There's no distinguishable rows. That's why everybody has those totems in the crowd so you can find your friends. Because people are like, aren't cell phones a thing? No, your cell phone doesn't work because there's 100,000 people. I would rather just
hold hands with all my friends the whole time.
Just sweaty, clammy hands.
Nice.
You see some hand holders. You definitely see some hand holders. And then you see some totems where you're just like, dude, I don't want to stare at that the whole time.
No.
Like a Hank Hill
I'd rather
with
go
glowing
chained
red
together.
eyes. I'd rather be lost.
No, go chain together.
Oh, I've seen dreadlock chains. People tie their dreads together.
What?
It's like a rat nest. It's like that.
It's a rat king.
Yeah, it's that. It's that. The hippie king.
Dude.
You don't decide where to go. The K does.
They don't.
Let ketamine be our captain.
You got to let the liquor decide, Randy.
Yeah, for sure. At that time, you are letting the liquor decide.
I feel like I would like to go to one of these festivals and intentionally not go hard at all.
Oh, just to watch?
Like have like a few beers and then just walk around as like one of the only relatively clear-headed people.
That's what my dad did. My dad went to Bonnaroo.
I feel like that would be as much fun.
He doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. He's sober. He was like, yo. My dad took pictures. There was a guy that was dressed. He's butt-ass naked with an elephant on the front of his dick. And his dick was the trunk.
Of course.
And my dad, dude, was laughing so hard when
it's probably the best people watching in the world.
He said he's just in security, and the guy just walks by him, like, beside him in security. And security looks over, and they're like, oh, dude, I don't even know what the rules are. Like, you can't, like... And the guy was this ginger dude, and he's going, what? What is the problem? They're like, dude, no way. He had a little uncircumcised penis as the trunk.
God.
Hilarious.
It is funny, but there's no way you're getting in.
No. They were like, you got to cover up.
You got to put that on when you get in.
Mm-hmm. You got to take your shorts off in the festival.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you're twisting somebody's arm. They're like, I can't let you come through my gate.
Also, what happens if you get hard? Like, then you find out, did you paint the underside?
Yeah, if you get hard, it's... It's definitely the elephant roar, dude. Yeah. If you get hard, it's weird.
My goal would be to slip that guy Blue Chew. Hey, man, you want some edibles?
Tell him it's a Roxy. Get him to snort it. Instantly hard. Yeah, you can't get hard. That has to be a soft penis. As soon as you get hard, it's weird.
I swear, Keegan, if I go to a festival, I'm going to bring some kind of get hard pills with that goal. I'm going to be like, if I see a dude trying to walk around with his soft dick out, I'm going to make it.
Dude, and what about that guy
That's a
to
funny
just
joke.
Not care?
Yeah,
I would be so self-conscious.
Crazy.
With the amount of pictures people are taking, that's cell phone time. This was not like 1996. This is like the age of cell phones. You're living forever. And it wasn't like he had a hog, dude.
Yeah, he had a regular ginger.
A regular, dude. It's either, I don't know.
I mean, hopefully it's hot outside,
Jesus
so you got a
Christ.
little bit of hang.
I mean,
you know?
Gotta have a little hang.
Like a festival in autumn, you can't be doing
But that's not like an elephant's not turning. People are literally going to be pointing and laughing at your penis.
Yes.
That's a tough look.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I think you would do, like, on mushrooms in the campsite. You're like, this is going to be hilarious. And then you're just in the concert, and people are just like, ha, ha. Look at his little pee-pee.
Bro, that is ego death.
Yeah, that's a real... Fucking Terrence McKenna could never, bro. That's really pushing your limits of psychedelic. God. It's like... that is weird. And then it's like when the girls walk around topless, you like don't look at them because you don't want to be a weirdo.
Yeah.
So you're like actively trying not to look. As soon as you see that somebody's topless, you just
no. The clouds are really cool today.
Because I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched a girl go through security. They wouldn't let us go through with beer. There was a bunch of us drinking beers in line. And they're like, nah, you got to throw the drinks out. We're like, all right. And then this girl walks with like a fucking bikini on. She's got 4 beers, and she just held them up like that. They never made it past.
Yeah, just held them above her tits.
Yeah.
Whoa. That's like a life hack for hot chicks.
Oh, yeah. We just watched her walk through, and I'm like, the guy was like, what the fuck? And I was like, dude, really? You don't see how she, you don't.
Genius.
That security guard does
Could you
not.
do that by taking your dick out going through security?
That's how you're not getting in. You're not. No, I don't know if I have enough hang, dude, to do it outside of the zipper.
No, we're just peeking.
Yeah. That's a peekaboo.
Just saying hello. Especially like once my dick realizes it's out, it's gonna be like, nah, we're taking a couple inches.
Dude, it would be the smallest penis possible if I'm walking around getting laughed at.
Doctor off his dick.
Yeah. I've only skinny dipped once, and I was terrified of getting hard. Like, that was what I was. It was like a lot of people skinny dipping, and I was like, I don't want to be that one weirdo.
No.
Could you imagine how embarrassing that would be if you're just everybody's having a good time, and then somebody's like, are you hard? You're like, what?
I'm just enjoying the time with my friends.
I mean, the water feels nice, dude. What the fuck? It's immediately like, ew, dude, we got a fucking perv. Yeah, that was the time that like this one girl jumped in the pool naked, and then like all of like her friends were at this house, and like two of her friends were, and then like one of the dudes like went to go say something, and everybody's like, do not ruin this with a weird comment. No. You don't get naked yet. Don't make it weird. He's like, oh, I'll splash him. Will you chill? Will you not cannonball on top of people? I know. I told you that.
It's like seeing a deer in the wild.
You gotta
be very quiet.
It's look, it's coming.
Don't disturb it.
It's coming close.
If the deer asks you to do something, then you can do it.
If it asks us, what was it? It asked us. Not everybody at once.
One at a time. Don't get too excited.
I'd never gone skinny dipping. It felt nice. It felt nice. That was the time I've told you my buddy came down, everybody was in the pool, and he's like, wow, really? Y'all just out here skinny dipping with my wife? Y'all just swimming around naked with my wife? Dude, it gets dead silent. Everybody's in the pool like. And then he just pulled his pants down, and he goes, without me, and jumped in cannonball. I was like, dude. Because he got us. When he said that, I was like.
Everybody's like you're like, is he about to pull a gun out?
Yeah, because I looked over, and I'm like, wow. She is naked. She is butt naked. And that is his wife.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Because, man, trying to escape a pool when someone pointing a gun at you and you're naked that's a scary moment.
You're like, dude, chill. No running. Chill.
That's a primal.
You have to do that little wet pool shuffle.
Yeah.
Chill, dude.
Let me make it outside of the fence to the grass.
Do not shoot me while I'm naked. Don't do that.
Please. Anything else?
I can't live forever. My little peepee in the corner pictures. Some dumb bitch is talking about it on a true crime podcast. And then he snapped because his wife was
some little dick guy.
Yeah, some little dick. Dude, that would be the worst to get shot naked. Or like when people strip you naked when they rob you. I've heard of that. I'm like, dude, that's insult to fucking injury. At that point, you got to just say.
That's demeaning.
Yeah. You can shoot me.
Just shoot me, please.
Dude,
yeah.
We had a buddy in Savannah that got robbed, and he's on camera. He had the security camera footage from the pizza place he got robbed outside of, and the guy is like on camera. They're like arguing, and the dude's like yelling at him. They're like, what is happening here? So he gets his wallet out, and the guy's like, give me your shit, and he goes, the guy's like, what are you doing? He goes, I'm getting my ID. And the guy goes, give me your wallet. And he's like, why? Why do you need my ID? The guy's like, this is not how that works. He's like, fuck you. I'd rather get shot than go to the DMV. Dude, fuck you.
And that probably really hit the guy in a place where he's like, damn.
Yeah, the Savannah DMV is god awful. He's like, you could shoot me right now in this alleyway. You do not need my ID. He's like, I get the phone. I get the wallet. Fuck you. I was like, that's hilarious to just argue with the guy.
Yeah. No.
No, now you're just being mean. I mean, we knew a guy that got robbed at this place called Greenhouse in Kennesaw when we were in college, and they came in, they knew where everything was. So he's like, damn, these people know me. Like, the people that are robbing me know me because they know where my safe is, they know where my weed's at.
Damn.
Guy walks over, fucking starts grabbing the Xbox. And the dude's like, damn, my Xbox. He fucking turns around, backhands him, just like, wow. Everybody's like, damn, dude. So everybody leaves. One of the dudes that's robbing him, he kind of turns around, reaches in this bag of weed, puts a handful of weed on the table, and he goes, I wouldn't have took your Xbox. And then he just walks out. It's always set with me like so funny. Like this dirtbag's in there robbing somebody. Like, yeah, we're getting weed, we're getting money, and then he's like watches the dude take his Xbox. Like, oh shit, no, what are you doing?
That's rude.
Yeah. What is he gonna do? He has no weed, nothing. He's like, we're just gonna leave this guy with nothing. I'll leave my handful of weed, man.
I would playing solitaire.
Yeah, I would have never done that. NCAA just came out. That's fucked up, dude. He just took your season, your online fucking. Oh man.
Yeah.
Be like, my stats. That is low to steal somebody's Xbox while you're robbing them. Mm-hmm. That was a place that just was never good. It was like one of those apartment complexes where there's too many people outside. As soon as you pulled up, there's too many. As soon as you pull into an apartment complex and everybody's outside, it's a problem.
That's like when I lived at the motel. A lot of people outside.
A lot of people outside. Who wants to stay in a shitty motel room?
I got lucky, though. They did put me in between two families.
Oh, thank God.
Which in a place like that, you're like, that's safer.
That's probably the best case scenario in an extended stay. Those are rough, dude. Not great.
Yep.
I've been in there before where you're like, what am I doing?
Yeah, why do I live here right now?
Dude, I went in one time in Savannah, had an Uber take me to one, and I looked at him and I said, hey, can you wait a minute? I'll be right back. I got to go get my charger. He goes, your charger? I was like, dude, I'll tip. He's like, 2 minutes waiting on me. I was like, what a trooper.
Yeah.
But it was so funny. He just like, as soon as I said charger, he hit me with the front seat.
Really?
Like, who the fuck do you think I am, dude?
There's a cable right there.
Yeah, he's like, I'll do this, but don't treat me like I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
You know, don't lie to my face. Yeah. I know exactly what you're doing.
I bet it was it the one that I was staying at?
This was one in Savannah, so you had to really be like, I might really get shot in here.
I mean, you've seen the one that I used to stay at. That one is not great.
Nope. That is, it's a bad place to be in because you're like, this doesn't make any sense. Like, you're paying more than you would pay in rent, but it's like for people that don't have the paperwork.
It was like $900 a month.
Really?
For like a small room.
Damn.
Well, it's the extended stay. It's basically, I mean, it's down right off 75. Mm-hmm. It's in like a decent location if you're trying to get around places.
Yeah. It just is, I guess it's more like for paperwork.
Yeah.
Dude, I bought weed one time from a friend of a friend of a friend. This is stuff that you'll tell when shit gets legalized. You'll be telling people that, yeah, you go to an Apple store now to get weed, but it's like, dude, I went for a friend of a friend of a friend. And it was like one of those things where I walked in and immediately was like, hey, you know, I don't even need this. I don't. Like, I asked the guy, I was so nervous. I sit down. There's 6 people in this little room. I'm like, why the fuck am I here? And I don't know why, but I would nervously just ask the guy. He like hands me a bag. I go, can you weigh it? I heard myself say it and was like,
like full out-of-body experience.
Out-of-body experience. Just like people talk about like they're going to have it on 5 grams of mushrooms. No, I had it in an extended stay as I asked a very scary drug dealer to weigh an eighth. He looked at me like, he goes, you want me to... All right, big dog. And he goes, I was like, actually, dude, no. And he goes, no. Get my fucking scale out. So I'm just sitting there. Now he's making a big show of it. And I'm like, oh, I feel like a dickhead. Mm-hmm. Then he puts it on the scale, and it's like 3.9. And then he took away 0.4. I was like, fair enough.
You did that to you.
Fair. No.
And I bet he made a big deal out of that.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was like, you're worse than my dad with the I told you so. God damn, dude. What if you pulled that on him? Christ almighty, bro. Quit honking your own horn.
That's so funny.
All time. What the fuck am I doing, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a burnt cellophane. You already knew that. The old burnt cellophane from the cigarettes. Obviously.
Oh, man.
Nothing is louder.
I'm glad I had so few experiences.
Nothing is louder than weed in a cellophane. Like, you're definitely not getting through a pat down.
No.
Pat, crinkle.
What, you got a bag of chips in there?
Is that a bag of the freshest Funyuns I've ever... Dude, Steve used to say that. He'd be like, bro, don't be riding around with Cool Ranch Doritos in your car. That's a one-way ticket to getting searched.
Really?
Yeah, the flashlight hits a bag of Funyuns on the floor mat. They're like, yeah, all right.
Nah, but Cool Ranch Doritos, everybody likes Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yeah, if you have a combination of Cool Ranch and like Funyuns, yeah. Cool Ranch.
No, I don't love Funyuns. So.
I never was a Funyun man. I mean, sour cream, I can get down on.
If they're around, but.
What's your favorite trip?
My favorite what?
Chip. Sorry.
Chip?
I coughed on the Zim.
Actually, I've been getting real hard on, they're making flamin' hot varieties of everything now.
Oh, yeah?
So, like, you can get, like, a flamin' hot Cool Ranch.
I don't know if we should go this route, dude. I don't know if everything needs to be flaming hot.
You can get a flamin' hot, what is it, like, sour cream and cheddar?
Ooh. No, I like a sour cream and cheddar, but boy, your breath is fucking
make that a little spicy.
Foul.
Yeah.
Your breath is foul on sour cream and cheddars. They're only good if you're eating them. If somebody eats that in the car with you, you're like, dude, it's like they're eating foot chips.
You might as well eat hard-boiled eggs in the car.
Yeah, definitely. Beef jerky's pretty bad, too. If you're the only person
you
consuming.
Be sharing beef jerky.
Yeah. You can't. Yeah, beef jerky is not a solo endeavor. You can't. You gotta. It's like pork rinds. It's got to be a group thing.
Oh, I love some pork rinds.
They stink so fucking bad.
It's some good stuff.
Dude, I worked at a barbecue place that made their own. When you would come in hungover, oh my God, it's like a pig is farting in your face.
I remember the first time that I had one.
Chicharrinos.
I had one, like the first time I had a fresh one.
Oh,
it really like changed the way I saw the food.
Oh yeah. They're fantastic, and you can grub on them. You can get going because they're so crunchy. Mm-hmm. That's a perfect drunk snack.
That's my favorite chip.
That's your favorite chip? A chicharrino.
It's meat. It's just fried fat.
I like all dressed. I've been getting those at the candy shop.
All dressed?
So it's like a barbecue salt and vinny. It's like a Canadian Ruffles.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. They have them at the candy shop on the square. Fucking Canadians figured that out. They figured that out. The all dressed it's like a.
You ever have the ketchup chip?
No.
That's like I think it's a regional thing, like Winnipeg maybe.
Now that would, I think, be good with like a sandwich, like a ketchup chip with a sandwich, like on a sandwich.
Maybe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That might be nice.
Add a little crunch.
Yeah, a little. I'm a big crunch guy. I like to have chips with everything. Something. I gotta have crunch. I can't do all like. That's why I struggle with avocado. I can't do mushy.
Yeah.
If it's too mushy, I'm out.
I mean, it depends. You know, like some nice mashed taters or something.
Yeah, but I like the chunks in there. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I just never dude, I had an aunt that every time she would eat, she would mush her food. And dude, it would take her fucking forever to eat. We'd be at the Mexican restaurant. Everybody's done. She's over there mushing. So one time we were talking about it on the ride home. We're like, what the fuck is up with that? Why did she do that? My dad was like, because when we were younger, she almost choked to death. Literally choked and blew in the face, getting the Heimlich. Ever since then, dude, it freaked her out. She just mushed.
That's wild.
I
do sometimes. When I rewatch Scanner Darkly, it's like there's a scene where a guy almost chokes to death, and I'm like, I think about it because I'm like, if I was in here.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I had a friend one time that when we were on mushrooms, we were sitting there and we're talking about, I think we're just talking about things that creep us out at the house. And she was like, it really scares me living by myself. I was like, no, what? She goes, what if I fall in the shower and I break my neck and then I'm just paralyzed laying there? Or if I choke on steak. She goes, I think about it every time I eat a steak. I was like, God, dude, every time I'm in the shower when I was living by myself, I thought about it just oh my God.
Yeah, I eat out mostly.
Dude, steak is a tough one.
When I'm working all the time.
Meatballs is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I worry about that shit when you're eating by yourself. You're like, dude, what do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, you can, if you have a chair, but all my chairs have wheels.
You're just wheeling around, just fuck. Yeah. The panic that would set in when you're choking by yourself.
Oh, yeah. Because you'd just be thinking, why do I live alone? God.
Well, and I don't know if your neighbor would know what the fuck is happening.
I don't have any right now.
Damn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you'd have to run down to the barbecue.
It would be until somebody was showing the place next door and smelled it.
Yeah,
probably.
The smell. Yeah.
Nah, Billy has a key, and Billy
Yeah, I was about to say there's enough
if people noticed.
Yeah, there's enough people that come by.
I do podcasts often enough. Yeah,
there's enough people. Yeah, that is, dude, the worst time. That's why I think me getting food poisoning freaked me out so bad, because that was the first time that it set in that I was at 3 a.m. I was like, I have no one to call.
Yep.
There's nobody answering this phone. Like, I am on my own. This is fucking sucks. Terrifying. Being sick like that is terrifying.
Yeah, I haven't been, I guess 2 years ago, I got an ear infection.
That sucks.
And it was a bad enough ear infection. I remember when the doctor, because like I went to, basically a clinic, because I'm like, I probably have an infection of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
They can just check it out and I can get antibiotics right there.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, he's like, all right, so you have a pain in your ear? And he puts the thing in and he goes, yup, that's a bad infection. Like, he barely looked at it and just wrote me antibiotics right there.
Yeah.
Because, like, here's the thing. It was one of those where, like, I was kind of feeling weird, but I was at high altitude for, like, a month.
It's so easy to talk yourself out of going to the doctor,
I was, like, not sleeping very well.
Yeah,
I was sleeping in my car for, like, most of the month.
Yeah.
Just traveling the Southwest.
Yeah, you're like, it's just...
Yeah. So I was like, whatever. And then one night I couldn't sleep because I had just a sharp piercing pain in my ear.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the next day's priority was, like, find somebody who will give me antibiotics.
Yeah, find antibiotics. Black market antibiotics.
Yep. Real, like, living in a quest energy, because, like,
side quest today.
I'm living in my car. I got nothing else to do. I just have to make sure that my head doesn't explode today.
Dude.
It's all I have.
That is rough. When you have the ear infection, it's rough.
I do like living that way, though. It's kind of nice to do that for, like, a month. Like, just, I mean, at this point, I could probably do it with hotels. Write it off as like a vacation for couple weeks, Yeah. But just being like, I'm just traveling and doing comedy. Yeah. It's like, if I don't have a show booked tonight, I'm going to find one. And this is what I'm doing. I'm doing nothing else. My whole day is committed.
You could camp too. If you did it in the fall, you could camp too.
I did that for the festival in Durango, and then it rained half the day. So I slept in my car anyway. That was at the beginning of that trip.
Yeah, sweet. I paid for a fucking campsite. I could have been in a Walmart.
Yep. I mean, but they had like Wi-Fi and they had like showers
at the campsite.
And they had like showers and stuff. So
that's nice.
It's actually, I've considered getting something where I can get a camper, and then I can just do that. Just go drop a small camper somewhere.
Dude, the water hookups rule. Yeah, you get those pop-up ones. Those are awesome.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, we did a pop-up one time that had 2 queen beds on either end and like a living room and a kitchen.
Yeah.
But I like fucking smashed my ribs on it trying to put it together. I slipped off the tire and just crushed my ribs. It's like one of those where I was trying to be cool about it, and I was like,
I am also looking at getting a house, so
yeah,
I kind of can't be like, oh, I should get a camper right now.
Yeah,
because I'm trying to save up.
Where are you looking? Where are you trying to?
I just started talking to a real estate agent. I'm looking at pre-approvals this week to see how much money I'm going to be able to pull together.
Nice.
I'm hoping either basically the north and the west quadrant and anything in between of the suburbs. So like Smyrna probably looks good within my price range. Austell, over by Six Flags maybe.
Yeah, Six Flags too. That traffic over there fucking sucks.
But also, like, Roswell is looking like it might crash pretty soon. And if that's going to happen, everything in the whole area is probably
hopefully.
Gonna. And then I might be able to afford a nice place somewhere.
I know, right? Isn't that nice where you're like, we're at the position of like waiting on a crash. You're like, let's fucking go, dude. I don't own anything yet.
You're like, look, I didn't get pre-approved for a house in this town. But I have a feeling that if I wait 6 months, the house is going to come to me.
Yeah.
The house is going to drop to my price range is the hope.
Yeah, people are in the neighborhood. They see you're just like, yep. Yeah, I mean, dude, Roswell's nice as shit, though.
It is also, what's it called? Fulton County, so taxes are crazy.
Really? Well, because that's Atlanta, right, technically? That fucking sucks, because Atlanta, dude, they don't do shit. What are they doing with that tax money? In Atlanta, like...
$285.
Dude, yeah. I can't stand it. I am that guy now. Like when I get out of Atlanta and I go back into Atlanta to go meet my buddy, fuck that traffic.
Since I've become a taxpayer, I'm like,
it's fucking driving in the city is absolutely ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I don't think I could do it. Like if I had to do that every day to commute, there's no fucking way. No way.
Yeah. We'll see.
Where we at?
I mean, we're hour 25.
Nice, dude. We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Dadcast.
Dadcast. You got anything to promote? You got anything coming up?
I think I might. Let me see. Double check.
I've been working on the book. I'm gonna keep working on that, dude. I really want to write something. I want to do.
I got nothing soon enough to promote.
Where I want to do how you're gonna hate this. I want to do a children's book, right? Where I read it like for Audible. I'm gonna read a children's book, but in the background I'm gonna play handpan and just have like ambient handpan playing. Yeah, little bedtime book. Bro, these people are making some fucking money. They're making some fucking money. I saw a thing where a lady does all rock star lullabies.
The handpan thing?
No, she just does every song you could ever imagine, like anything, any band, and they do like lullabies, like Primus lullabies. I was like, dude, that rules. So you can just be playing like Primus, you can be playing fucking
those damn blue collar
tweakers.
Yeah.
On like a xylophone. Ding, 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 ding. I was like, dude.
Herald of the Rocks. Just like a song about crack cocaine for going to sleep.
The Edmund Fitzgerald. That's their lullaby right now.
The Edmund Fitzgerald feels like a sleepy song anyway.
Absolutely. You want him to go down, you got to put that on. Hit him with a little
real sad ballad.
Hit him on some little rum in the gums. Welcome to a sad life.
Sleeping like a Midwest coal miner.
All right, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Later.